In this video, I'll be explaining the code for my website. To start with, I have the main page, which is an index file, HTML. In this file, I first added the page title, and then I linked all of the external style sheets that I will be using for this file. And then I added fonts links through Google Fonts to be using in my CSS file. And then here I linked the website icon, which is an image. And then here is the social media icons for my footer. Then in the body section, I made first a section for the header, and I added the navigation bar. Here's a link for the main page and an image. I put it through an image, which is the logo of the website. Here is my first heading, which is the name of the website. And then in this div, I added a list of all of the links of my other pages in the website. I added it to the navigation bar so that you can navigate through my page easily. And then I added a button as a link so that you can go to the sign up page in my website. Then the second section is just heading and the button. And here, this is a section for the wallpaper that I will be editing in my CSS through this class and make it add a wallpaper. Here, this div is similar, just heading, paragraph, and the button, similar for the other sections. This section is a grid container which has four sections. This first div, this, and the third and fourth. I'll be making a style sheet for the grid and edit it to have equal width and be organized. Here I have an icon and a paragraph, and that's it for the page. And then here's the footer. For the footer, I added all links to my social medias, and I made target blank so that it would open in another page, not the same page as the main page. And here are the links for the icons and the classes. And then here is another list with some links to make it look professional. And that's the end of the footer. And then here I finally linked my JavaScript file for the navigation bar to make it more interactive. For different code for the label and input and placeholder so that the person can type in their information. So I made a form in the sign in HTML. And also for my program, I have a lot of videos from YouTube. I used iframe to make it, you can watch it on the website. That was it. And for my navigation JavaScript, I added an event listener. So when you scroll down, the color navigation bar color could change from pink to white. I used function if and else and document get by ID. And that was it for my JavaScript file. For my CSS file, I use star selector to target all of the elements on my page. I changed the margin and padding and the scroll behavior. Then I adjusted the paragraph styling by using text aligning, margin, and maximum width. And then similar for the text. For the background video, I chose the width and the height using percentage so it would be more interactive. And for the background video, I gave the index a smaller value so that it would be behind the text, which here it's -1, here it's 1, so that the text would be above the video, the background video. For the button, I added a lot of things like the border so that it would be more rounded, the cursor so that when you hover over the mouse, it would change to pointer. I edited the button so when you hover over it, the opacity would be less, and when you click on it, the opacity would even go less, more or less. This is for the second section, and here is for the grid. I made display grid, and I gave the columns auto so that each row would be the same width and take the same pixels. Here I gave it a gap between them and and this is for the image. I gave it a width and a height as well as above. And finally, I have an animation for the image, so I used animation fade in to change the opacity, and for the background similar, and here is just same as above. And then finally, for the media query, I used a maximum width of 991, which is for smaller screens. So I edited everything so that through media query so that it would be responsive on smaller screens as well.